The sun is shining and conditions look perfect for racing. We're all set for a great Spanish Grand Prix.
In top spot we have Gaston Mazzacane. Second position is Jean Alesi. Taking up third position is Benaldi. In fifth, Nick Heidfeld. Sixth spot on the grid is taken up by Jarno Trulli. In seventh position is Alonso. Jenson Button, 8th. Jos Verstappen in 9th. Eddie Irvine, 10th position. Giancarlo Fisichella is in 11th place. Panis is in 12th. Luciano Berti is on row 7. 14th place for Ralf Schumacher. In 15th spot we have Mika Häkkinen. Juan Pablo Montoya is in 16th spot.
Come on.
Rubens Barrichello takes up 17th place. 18th for Michael Schumacher. Jacques Villeneuve, 19th. 20th is Kimi Räikkönen. Onto the back of the grid now. And in 21st place we have Heinz-Harald Frentzen. And last on the grid is David Coulthard.
Turn the volume down a touch. Those engine sounds are pretty crazy. So here we go, as the grid forms up nice and methodically. And I have to turn the race director off because he's nuts, although it does mean I miss. I might actually do a race where I leave that on. And they're off. Nice little start there from Mazzacane. He's got the drop on his quicker, more experienced teammate. He's got the race in line. Is Alesi going to pop up the inside? He looks like he is. It's happening quickly down further the field. No turn one incidents. And Alesi's got in front. And this is what he needs. He now needs to get on his bike. Probably thinking that the start finish straight. I can't remember if this is the new layout or not. I'm just going to give this a touch more volume. So here we go. Coming towards us, the two Prosts, and it's all fanning out behind. What do we got here? We've got little arrows. Assuming that's Paris, and you've already got BMW, Williams and Ferraris pushing each other. There he is, he's still there. We've got Montoya still ahead of the Ferraris, and DC's actually made a bit of ground, and Villeneuve's at the back. So here's Alesi, and actually, I don't think it passed. And now, who is that? That's one of the Saubers. It's Heidfeld has got past. To come back. This mistake. This basically coming on. It's going to be like things off. This track is too quick. Worse than holding that position because no one can get past him. And actually, the Sauber's been beaten by. And here comes the Renault. And he made that look easy. He's fine. He's now Benaldi as well, but look at Jenson. Jenson needs points, and he's up into second, and he's going to be on the back of Alesi, not Alonso, anytime soon. Benaldi holding third, Heidfeld fourth, Mazzacane under attack from one of the Jaguars. slams it in again, and there's stuff coming up behind. I see the Ferrari, I see one of the Williams. Have we lost out again? We have lost out to the Ferrari again back there. Not grabbing the positions quick enough. And that's a great move from Heidfeld. It's still not clean though. It's so hard to get a clean move, but he's got it now. He's got it now. Ronaldo's in trouble. And here we have Michael Schumacher. He's in the points already. He's flying at this stage of the season. Oh, you see that defensive manoeuvre? Oh, he was probably looking at the Jaguar. There's a bit of AI defensive manoeuvring going on there. Well, what has happened to Montoya? Again, he has dropped back at the important moment. He's found himself being passed by his teammate well down the field. And Barrichello's got in front. This is bad news again for Williams. And where are the McLarens? Look at this. Coulthard is again at the back of the field. He can't. That McLaren cannot drive through. Look at the Ferraris. That McLaren cannot drive through the field. And the Lazy's actually great. He's running well. Button's only slowly catching him. Michael is on the win from well down the field. And if he wins here, oh, and that. What's happened here? Where is he? He must have rejoined. Matsakane took one there. He took one for the team. Still down in 7th. And it seems to be that even the quick cars, except for Ferrari, if they get caught in the pack, and there goes Michael. He's got 4th. If any of the other teams get caught in the pack, they struggle like mad in the backwards and forwards. But the Ferraris don't. The Ferraris just stick at one. Michael just sticks aggressive moves on people. And he is already on for a podium, and these two now are fighting. And they're stuck behind a Lazy. Juan Pablo has gone back in front of Barrichello in the background into the point. Come on, we need that. Here comes Button. And he's going to nail a clean pass. Heidfeld held up by a Lazy's braking. And now Button's going to threaten the Lazy. And Schumacher has joined the party. This is just absolute war for first place. What's going on here? Heidfeld's having a look back. This is what's going to happen. They always get bogged down behind the slower guy. And they take it in turns. Here comes Michael. They take it in turns nailing each other until one of them just gets the drop on the slower guy. There's a right with Michael there. And look at this. Not missing, showing you how it's done. Button's having a look back. Here goes Michael. He's going for it. Oh, sorry. There he goes. Michael's got it. There's your race winner. So only him and Coulthard have won, and Alonso have won races so far. A Lazy now. It's just like Matsakane did at the last race where he held loads of people up. And once one person got past him, I think it was Bertie actually, they all passed him. Button's through. Not into second place. Is Matsakane going to fight him back? He's braked so heavily, and it's going to let Heidfeld get a move on. Nick's got the inside line. He's through. Oh, Lazy's going to fight back here. Oh, that's... Here's Montoya. Montoya's joining the party. Is that Ralph? We've got 2 Williams in the points. Heidfeld is still fine, I think. Oh, we just drive around it. We just drive around the lazy camera. What's this? Not too much slowdown, but maybe a little bit. There's a little bit there, maybe a bit of FP. Oh, and here comes. Look at Montoya. Come on, get a move on there. Come on, get through there. Get through there. Get this move done. You've inside. Get up the inside. Hang out. There you go. One left. Get one, and you've got a second place. How has this happened? Oh my days, how on earth has this happened? And now a lazy's come back. What are you doing, Juan Pablo? You've got a second place on here. You've dropped to 5th. And you're going to drop to 6th. He's offline and he's getting hung out in the wide. He's getting hung out wide on corners when he's not on the racing line. Wow, he's just lost so much ground, and he needs to. Here comes a lazy again. Oh wow, he's just clean past him. Look how wide Montoya's going into these corners. Back at it. Oh dear, I'm lost for words. I'm lost for words. Michael is off. There's no catching him now. He's off to another 10 points. And Button is being protected. And Barrichello's gone wide somewhere here. And look at Ralph, and the 2 BMW Williams. Okay, so they're back in a good position. Now, where the heck are the Hatkin's up in 9th? Coulthard is 11th. So what's that? Villeneuve is struggling. There's Panis. Nope, that's Villeneuve. So where's Panis? So there's been a problem somewhere? No, Panis, I just missed him. All 22 still running. Montoya needs to get this move done. You've got the inside line here, Ryan. Now hang him out. Okay, that's looking better. And he's still poking up the inside, look. He's still, I tell you, he's lively, this guy. Is it Quick Nick? Yeah. So Nick dropped. Ralph again. And Montoya can't get away. And in the process, it's absolutely allowing Button to really comfortably cruise round in second place. Montoya's got the move done again, but can he get away? Can he get away from the Sauber? The Sauber's grunt. He's got a little bit of... See, look at the Sauber, he gets away from the other BMW Williams. Häkkinen now is looking... You see, because if Häkkinen's had a poor season, but if he gets in amongst it... Come on, won't play like that. So, for the first time... Häkkinen's looking racy, he's not hanging about, he wants to play. And I swear, Juan Pablo's been dropped again by the Sauber. Williams are going to end up behind these two if they're not careful. Okay, he's closing a little bit up on Button. He's just still got a nice little bit of breathing space so he won't get attacked. Ralph's going to hold up Montoya. No, this is terrible. Tantalising double podium here for Williams if they get it right. But they've got big contenders behind them. And they're not going to get past Button if they keep fighting. And fighting is what they're doing. Sort this out. Come on, Juan Pablo. Is that Ralph actually? You see, Ralph's probably the slightly quicker guy out of the 2 Williams, but he's going to get one out here. Come on, get that second place. Get this moved on around these corners, and Ralph looks like he's got it done. It's a second place now, surely. That's a Schumacher Brothers domination. Down the field, it has to be said. Button is keeping his podium. Ralph Now Juan Pablo needs to drop in. Come on, Juan Pablo, you're next. Get this all done, and we've got some good points. And the most amount of podium. And here comes Juan Pablo. Come on. He stuck his little nose in there. Oh, sorry. I must sort this out. See, he's just a little bit too far back to have a go. He could threaten Mitchell. It seems to worry the guy in front if you put a move out like that. You know, Martin Rundle would say he's having half goes and he's having to reset himself, and it wastes a lap. He had a little half go. Look at Hakkinen, he's flying. He's dropped Barrichello and Heidfeld. He's going to drop Montoya if we don't get this done. We've got to get this done at the end of the straight. You're last of the late breakers, mate. This is bread and butter for you. Oh, he's dropped back. Look, he's hit the brakes. That might be the problem. Maybe he's got a little glitch. Well, to be fair, a few of them have done it in that situation. It's allowed Barrichello to nail Hakkinen, and it's given Button that breathing space again. See, Ralph is off. Ralph is gone. No one stopping Michael. Imperious again, and once again, we're not going to get our little picture on the board because this guy got there first. He's literally got. There you go. There's Ralph. That's the lead that Shuey's got, and Hakkinen has dropped Montoya. Is Hakkinen on the podium here? Because I can't actually hear when the crowd start cheering. A bit like that isn't too loud. This battle's just going to, we might stay with this. I'm just going to have a quick flick through the field. As well. Panis just outside. This is the first time that JR don't score. Big spread. So you can only assume that these have caused carnage down this field. Between the Minardis and the Prosts. But we did have a feeling that the Prosts would struggle to keep the top place. Lazy's done right there, but he's still not going to score. And the BIRs are scoring. So Hakkinen has got into third and finally has scored. Is Ralph finally going to get this move done? Yeah, I'm not sure if the engine noises are just a little bit too high. Some of the closer in shots. The audio balance right is quite difficult. This Montoya absolutely rages war with a guy that has been struggling to drop all race, and he's Button, and he's only been able to do it after he's given away second and third place to his teammate and Hakkinen. What a drive! This guy needs this. Michael winning and his teammate in the points. Mika is struggling, but he's got himself clear air in third. And hopefully Montoya, he's not racing away from Button, is he? Button's got some pace. Button's got a little bit of pace in that Renault. He's got more pace than Barrichello. Barrichello is now, he's going to be the big struggler this year. I expected him to be much quicker, but he hasn't got the aggression that Michael's got. He just doesn't have it. So the battle here really is Button and Barrichello. And I wonder if Barrichello could have a pop at Juan Pablo if he gets past. Yeah, I love that shot. here comes Barrichello, and he's made that move nicely. Oh, he's made that move nicely. Buttons, look at Button. He's not having it, is he? He was in my offside all afternoon. He cost us points. Is he gonna? Yeah, he has. He's literally stuck it back on Rubens. Yeah, this one's going to go to the flag. And I am going to once again bemoan the fact that I've not got a lap count. Here comes Rubens. He's got the inside line man there. That's tended to be the difference maker. And he's through. Now can he threaten home Avalon? For the first time this season up front, dare I say, a static race. Now Michael was halfway around the corner when Ralph became visible. Yeah, he's just still putting a few temps on Ralph here and there. He's got the honours on him. And Hakkinen has got a few temps on Ralph, I believe. You think now that there's a status quo here in the top 8. DC's really quick. So for the first time this season, are we going to get, no, because the two VARs are right there, look, they may let us down. I was going to say, are we going to get the big teams locking out the top positions? Ferrari, Williams, McLaren, Williams, Ferrari, soon to be McLaren, because DC is catching up with Button now. Here comes DC. And the race is sort of petered out. Lap 14, we must be near the end now. I can't hear any crowd noise yet. So David Coulthard has got another move done, and I've lost my position caption, so I can only assume that we're near the end of the race. I tell you as well, Hakkinen, yeah, he's just a little bit too far back. Yep, final lap. And this man has done it again, and he's done it imperiously. He literally he massacred the field. From, crikey, he must have started, what, 18th? Can't remember now. There you go, Michael Schumacher wins. And it's fairly uniform. A little way back comes his brother. That's your first Schumacher 1-2. Great points for Williams. Hakkinen needed that podium. Here comes one Avalon. Got there in the end. Rubens, Coulthard, and these two commendable drives, and the VARs were just out of the points. Well played, Michael. You old... What a driver he was, eh? What a driver he was. I mean, he was the enemy of myself all those years. But I look back and, you know, mad respect. But he takes his second win of the season in 5 races. He joins DC on 2 wins. Those two now look quite tasty. The other boys, the other championship contenders have scored, but not to this level. And yeah. Poor Lazy. Still no points for him. Still no points for him. Plenty of more opportunities though. You wonder where he'll end up on the grid of Monaco. Because Austria's next, and then it's Monaco. If there's a place where Lazy can score points, it's there. So hopefully the old boy can get himself some points.
Well, that's some statement there from the top 2 over the last 4 races who have decided to grab the championship for themselves. Schumacher and Coulthard both win 2 in 4. They kind of both win 2 in 3. And they charge clear of Schumacher and Montoya, the two Williams. You're looking at a 7-point gap, and they have 4 points between the two of them. Ominous. But still plenty of the season to go. Fair play to Frentzen, who's keeping himself in 5th place, and actually, if you look, he finished 17th. So he's starting 6th on the grid. And he's faster than those guys in front of him. So he's got a bit of a buffer going back to the first of the big contenders, who I would suggest is Villeneuve. And he's got 5 or 6 positions on him. So Frentzen, looking forward to seeing whether he can keep himself in that top 5 battle and in fact improve himself. Panis, and I have to mention Villeneuve a few places lower than him, kind of still waiting for them to erupt. A few seismic rumbles, but nothing mainly. And they finished 9th and 10th here, which is the 2 frustrating positions, which means they didn't score and have got a lot of work to do, although they are, literally everyone in front of them is slower than them, and everyone quicker than them is behind them. So a real good chance for them to get something at the next race. Hakkinen finally gets a podium. He contributes to Coulthard's 2 and really moves McLaren along, but he really needs to find something because he has been poor all season. Alonso starts to drop a touch. It's a bit of a shame. He's so feisty, but he's in such a crap car that it's going to be hard for him to do anything. And Jensen just keeping a watching brief there at the bottom of the top 10. Really, the battle is for 9th and 10th, for best of the rest. And I would imagine Button and Frentzen to be involved in that, but Frentzen's punching above his weight at the moment. So the next race is Austria. Austria is the last race where I have audio issues, and it's a nice little setup for Monaco. So let's see what Austria presents us points-wise and what it gives us to look forward to in Monaco. Always been a fan of the constructors. Being a fan of Williams as well. Williams genuinely don't care about drivers' championships. I mean, that's a loose, possibly silly statement, but everything that Williams has done down the years suggests that they prioritise the constructors. I mean, like even in 86, if you look at the way 86 shaped out, they literally threw the title away and they had 2 attempts at it. But anyway, we have a really interesting narrative here. The top 3 are starting to pull clear nicely. They do look like the 3 big teams of that season at the moment, don't they? BAR are trying to keep them in sight. They're just losing touch a little bit. And they've pulled clear of Jordan, who are in a little bit of a no man's land, as Benetton try to catch them back up. Minardi continue to slowly drop towards the bottom battle, but you know they've still got 7 points on the bottom team Prost. I guess Minardi, it's a challenge of can we stay off the bottom. I believe that it is Marquez, Bertie, Alesi, and possibly Mazzacane, who are yet to score points. Although I think Mazzacane have got their 3 points there. Prost. So interesting constructors situation. Ferrari hit the top ominously, and themselves and McLaren have started scoring heavily. The next race is Austria. It is the setup for Monaco. Austria is the last race where my audio is a little bit funny, and then Monaco, it clears up pretty much for the rest of the season. And I hope you enjoyed this race. It was pretty frenetic, and we'll see you in Austria.